Hey everyone, welcome back to Dev Parkour. I'm Brian Parks. In this video, I want to talk about something that, as a software engineer, we've probably all used, and that's Jira. And in my opinion, Jira has actually ruined Agile project management for me. So, what do I mean by that? Basically, when we use Jira, there's a specific out-of-the-box configuration, and I think more companies end up using Jira as a process, not just as a tool, than actually doing some sort of agile project management. And I apologize for the wind; it's a little breezy up here. It makes it really nice, but the audio might not be so clear. So when we use Jira, let's take for example creating a ticket. So you may or may not have noticed this, but Jira actually requires the description field. So not only do you have to put in a title, you also have to put in a description. And in my mind, that really interrupts the flow. That really interrupts the process. Because most of the time, at least as an engineer, when I'm entering a ticket, it's something that I need to remind myself of later. I might not have it fully fleshed out. I might not have a full description. So what I end up doing is putting like a period in the description, or copying and pasting the title into the description, which really doesn't make that field any more valuable. But I want to go back to where I started that sentence with this idea of flow, creative flow. Software development, we call it software engineering, but building software really is a creative process. It's finding creative solutions to, in some cases, pretty well-defined problems. They might not have well-defined solutions, but people can point to the problem pretty readily. But in a lot of cases, it's actually a poorly defined problem. People might think they have a clearly defined problem. You know, I want to do X. But once you get into it, there are a lot more nuances and details that you need to get into. So even if you can point to a particular problem, maybe that's the foundation that your software is built on, or maybe that's just a single project within the lifespan of your software. I want this software package to additionally do X. Okay, well, what does X mean? Right? We want somewhere to record that stuff. And it would be really nice if we just had one project management tool for all of it. But because of the way Jira works, there is a wealth of other project management tools designed for different parts of that phase that people end up using in addition to using Jira. And in some cases there are integrations, so you can like plan out your project in some other tool and then export all of that information into Jira. But it feels like Jira is missing the boat there. There's a failing on Jira's part. All of that stuff should happen in one tool so that the team can see it, the team can be involved in it, and that really is the true essence of Agile. It's the team working together to build something of customer value. The developers and the customers are working together to define the product, define the solution, deliver value, test it, the entire process. And if you're not using a tool that supports that, how can you achieve that process? So I've seen people use Excel for, kind of high-level wish list items, and then kind of drill down into some of the nitty-gritty, some of the actual engineering requirements that'll need to happen for each of those pieces. In other tools. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but there are tons of them out there. And then export all of that into Jira with hopefully some level of fidelity. And then developers start working on it. The other aspect that really bugs me about Jira is it's kind of a double-edged sword. You can add a bunch of custom fields to any type of Jira ticket, but at the same time, adding all of those custom fields starts to make what should be a relatively lightweight document something that feels really clunky and really heavy. Now, I definitely am not saying that, designs, for instance, are worthless. Designs are fantastic, but as soon as you start adding that as a field into Jira, your tickets start to become heavier and heavier. So, something to watch out for. Yeah, the thing that really pains me the most is that Agile should be a fairly lightweight process. Agile, right? There is no process called Agile, but Agile processes should be fairly lightweight. They should be within the realm of the team to define and execute, and not have all of these clunky, heavy pieces all playing into them. And that's why a lot of books and videos and other resources describing these various Agile processes talk about using sticky notes and note cards and those sorts of things, because it's very lightweight. You write down what the thing is. Maybe you have additional supporting documentation, maybe like a design, right? That you can link with that card. Now, with note cards, it's a little trickier. Sticky notes on a wall, I don't know how you'd attach a design to that. Maybe a bigger sticky note, but digital is very popular these days, so I don't know how you'd attach a digital design to something like that. But they're certainly a lot lighter weight than Jira. Another thing that is worth ranting about, since we're ranting about Jira, is Jira's reporting system is absolutely awful. It's great for simple searches, find me all tickets with this field and maybe a search term. But as soon as you want to do anything more complicated, like getting the number of tickets that were completed in a particular sprint, or actually building some of the queries that play into some of Jira's built-in reports. Sure, you can look at the sprint burn down chart for a particular sprint, but you can't actually get the numbers and the calculations and the time durations that go into that chart. You can't get those component pieces. And I feel like any sort of project management tool, especially if you want it to be used by higher ups, has to have a decent reporting functionality, so that you can get exactly what you're looking at measuring, and not just try to use built-in reports as a poor substitute for what you're actually looking for, right? Because we've all heard the saying, what you improve what you measure. And if you're measuring the wrong thing, you're going to improve the wrong thing. You really want to make sure that you're able to measure the thing that you really want to improve. And I think Jira just misses the boat on that. So, those are my thoughts on how Jira is ruining Agile software project management. If you have additional opinions, additional thoughts, or if you think I'm totally off base, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Like this video if you enjoyed my rant, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for, I'll probably do some more rants like this, but I also do more technical videos on how to advance in your career as a software engineer, lots of different things. Go ahead and check those out, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video. And with that, I'm going to sign off, and I'll see you all tomorrow.